right now.
All right, we have a leading essay this morning at 8 a.m. Just a few minutes away, we're joined by the CEO of the San Antonio Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, J.R. Trevino. We're talking about not only the CPS rate hike, but of course, so many small businesses in and around San Antonio making it through 2023 and the outlook for 2024. That is just a couple minutes away. But for now, good morning. It is 8 o'clock. It is Sunday, December 10th. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us.
Good morning.
Yesterday, we did all the friend things.
Yeah, we hung out and we were outside and Sarah Spivey was right on her forecast. As we were outside, that cold front blew in. It got windy, Sarah. Now it's cooler this morning.
It is much cooler this morning. And here's the thing. We're not dealing with the rain like we were dealing yesterday morning and the fog. It is dry outside. Beautiful look across downtown San Antonio. It's 43, but with a wind from the north at about 5 to 10, it feels like it's in the 30s right now this morning. A chilly morning all across south central Texas. It's 34 in Kerrville, 39 in Bandera, 43 in New Braunfels, 40 in Hondo. Good morning, Los Maples area. 34 degrees, 44 in Castroville, 45 at Port SA. Now today is going to be a sunny and cool day. We're going to stay in the 50s most of the day, 50 at 10, 55 at noon, high right around 60 degrees, and then a big drop in temperatures tonight as winds calm. We'll have clear skies, temperatures will plummet. In fact, I do anticipate for many folks their first freeze of the season early tomorrow morning. It'll be a light freeze, but I'll tell you what that means for your plants outdoors and what you should do to take advantage of today's beautiful weather. Details coming up.
Sarah, thank you. And you may have been woken up early this morning by an Amber Alert. San Antonio people searching for 3 people this morning, 2 being kids here in San Antonio. Yesterday at 7 p.m., 4-year-old Milo and 2-year-old Sienna Ortiz were last seen with 22-year-old suspect Dimitri Ortiz in the 4700 block of Saddle Ridge. This is at the intersection of Higgins Road and Bellcrest Drive, right across the street from Missionary Baptist Church. The suspect is driving a black 2015 Chrysler with the Texas license plate. On your screen there, LPR 4543. If you have any information to help police, you're asked to call that number also on the bottom of your screen there, 210-207-7660.
Also new this morning, several families without a place to call home after San Antonio firefighters spending the night out trying to put out a blaze at an apartment on the city's north side. Take a look. The flames are terrifying. This happened around 2:30 this morning. This is at 2170 Thousands Oak Drive. One person did have to be rescued. They suffered severe burns. Now, the cause of the fire is still under investigation, but initial reports say it may have been caused by a kitchen fire. Still, heavy damage to several units.
We had to go defensive on, heavy fire involvement with wind gusts. Currently, the fire is under control. We have lost at least 10 of those units. Heavy damage to the building.
So far, other than the one individual who's dealing with severe burns, no other injuries reported. And for all those families who live in these apartments, which are clearly now destroyed, they're still trying to figure out what comes next.
And 2 people are waking up in the hospital this morning after a bar fight broke out. This happened right at closing time at the intersection of Warsbach and Babcock. In the bar parking lot, the suspect pistol whipped a man and shot a woman 4 times in the chest and the arm. The suspect then ran away. Police are still investigating the situation. And now to a silver alert. The Fort Worth Police Department is looking for an 82-year-old man who has not been seen since 3 p.m. yesterday. Just take a look at your screen. This is Robert Ruffin. He was last seen on the 9600 block of Kitty Hawk Lane in Fort Worth. That is the Constellation Ranch apartment complex right across from Central Park. He was driving a 2010 Mercedes-Benz with the license plate on your screen there, BR9H419. Ruffin does have a cognitive impairment. He is 5'10" with white hair and brown eyes. If you have any information, you are asked to call the Fort Worth Police Department number 817-892-4222.
And another silver alert to tell you about. Harris County Constable's Office in Houston still searching for 84-year-old Harry Jenkins. They say he was last seen Wednesday afternoon around 2:30 on Idlebrook Drive. It's in the Lakewood area of Northwest Houston. 6'2", gray hair, hazel eyes. Last seen wearing a brown vest, long sleeve shirt, red plaid pajama pants with suspenders. and black and gold Crocs. Also driving a white 2014 Toyota Camry, license plate MWB872 on your screen right there. Any information that can help his family, help investigators, that number on your screen at the bottom, please call it. It is 281-376-3472.
Oh, definitely saw all this backup and congestion due to this major closure. It's been happening throughout the weekend. And it's happening until about 5 a.m. tomorrow. We're talking about the closure of the interchange of I-10 and Loop 1604 on the city's north side. This includes both east and westbound lanes near Vance Jackson, La Cantera, and UTSA. This is all part of the Loop 1604 North Expansion project. So if you have plans today, especially if you're shopping in the La Cantera area for Christmas gifts or your commute ahead of time, just head to KSAT.com. We have some alternate routes and we go into deeper explanation of this major closure.
Well, 2023 is coming to an end, and for so many local small businesses, not only around the country, but around San Antonio, 2023 has been a tough year. The San Antonio Hispanic Chamber of Commerce has about 700 member businesses. They're looking to finish this year off strong and start 2024 off even stronger.
So joining us in today's Leading SA segment is San Antonio Hispanic Chamber of Commerce CEO J.R. Trevino. Good morning, sir. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Sarah. Max, how are y'all doing?
Great.
Doing well, thank you. We know Sunday mornings, checking in with us at 7:45 a.m. Not an easy task, so we appreciate your time. So for those who are watching who maybe don't know what the San Antonio Hispanic Chamber is, give us a little debrief.
So San Antonio Hispanic Chamber of Commerce is the nation's oldest Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. We're coming up on our 95th year of service to San Antonio and the region. And really, Max, we are an organization that is a resource for Hispanic businesses, but also small businesses. We have 5 main pillars, which are small business, economic development, international trade, leadership, and workforce education. So anything that we can do within those to make San Antonio a better place for small business. And the reality is, as business goes, as the community goes.
So, JR, a really big story that happened this week. San Antonio City Council approved the CPS energy rate hike, and the chamber posted a statement about it. So what are your thoughts?
So fortunately, we reached out to CPS and we asked to sit down with them, and they did. They came and talked to us and laid out the case for what's going on. The truth is, nobody likes to see increases, but I think we can all agree that we're seeing increases across the table for everything that we pay, and CPS isn't immune to that either. They're having to pay more for everything that we're having to pay more for as well. And so our approval, if you will, was saying, look, we understand this, and anything that you can do to minimize this in the future, we appreciate. But energy is essential to San Antonio's success. When JCB came to San Antonio, they sat down with CPS, they sat down with SAWS, and they wanted to make sure that they had the capacity to fulfill that for business. And so it's critical that they have what they need to be successful, so our community can be successful.
And JCB, obviously, that huge investment on the city's south side. Now, you had a good point. We're seeing things, not only energy, but things across the board raise. Prices are going up. We see it at the grocery stores. And for so many small businesses, they're seeing it across their board. So what are the state of the small businesses for your more than 700 members?
So, I think we're all feeling a little bit of the pain. And the reality is small businesses don't have that gap that some of the bigger businesses do to cut. They're already running lean operations. So it's a little bit harder for them. But at the end of the day, small businesses are going to go on, right? And so they will find a way to persevere. And with us at their side, we're providing resources every way we can to make their time in business be as lucrative and successful as possible.
So, JR, you've been CEO now for a few months. So what are some of the biggest concerns you are hearing from your members?
The inflation. Inflation is making it across the board. The interest rates, it's one of the things that businesses need is access to capital. And with interest being as high as they are, it's costing more to borrow money. And that's money for operations, money to grow. And so it's a little bit of a sting, especially when we were a little bit lucky and we had interest rates so low for so long. So the hope is that we'll get a little bit of respite there so the businesses can access that capital at a little bit lower interest rate.
Now, this past week, we did a story with small businesses. One of your members, Jimenez Panaderia, and they were fantastic. Great product for anyone out there. But there was a fear, and we talked to other small businesses. We saw them post on social media. We've had multiple local fan favorite restaurants close in the last week. Them citing what you talked about, inflation, rising costs. You know, when you talk to your members, when you talk to the board, what does that outlook for next year look like?
If I could give you an answer, then I probably wouldn't be sitting here, right? I would have a crystal ball and be able to tell you. But the reality is that we're hopeful. You know, small businesses will persevere, and everything that we're looking at, all the indicators are saying the interest rates should come down. The inflation should come back a little bit, and any little bit of help that we can get for our members is something that anybody will appreciate.
Well, J.R. Trevino, CEO of the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And for our viewers, you can watch this interview in full later on KSAT.com.
All right, time now, 8:11, 43 degrees.
This week, your last chance to get a new furry family member at a discounted rate. We'll tell you what our shelters are up to coming up.
And taking a quick live look out at the Alamo City. To talk about it, 2023 coming to a close, the holiday season right around the corner, and it feels like it's 43 degrees now. What is the rest of the day going to look like? Will we see a freeze tomorrow? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey just a few moments.
The Bissell Foundation is sponsoring San Antonio.
Oh, look at that face.
No, animal shelters with their Empty the Shelters Holiday Hope event. All puppies, dogs, kittens, and cats will only be $25. The last day for SAPA is this Thursday. Every other shelter is sponsored until Sunday, December 17th. All pets come microchipped, vaccinated, spayed, heartworm tested, and with flea and tick prevention.
And speaking of San Antonio Pets Alive, they are in need of puppy formula, toys, leashes, treats, collars, surgery suits, and blankets, either new or used. If you want to help out, you can drop off any of the items from noon to 6 p.m. at either of the two locations. We have the one at the Medical Center, and that's on our Marbach. And of course, they have their rescue center intersection of Old Highway 90 West and Highway 151. So you guys both have pets. Are you preparing them for the cold?
Well, my dogs stay inside.
Yeah, Nora stays inside.
I do have some feral kittens that showed up that I feed, so I'm gonna.
Part of the Acosta family now?
They don't let me get near them, but hopefully they'll maybe let me.
Well, you have a great setup for them because they've got a little warm space out there. Yeah, definitely.
Put some blankets in that warm space.
And the freeze tomorrow morning is going to be very light, guys. We're talking at 32 for maybe 1 or 2 hours. So there's a few things that you should do to be prepared for that. But first, let's get you through your day. Here's a look at the weather setup across the nation. A big system moving across the eastern portion of the United States. This is that same front that moved through San Antonio yesterday that brought us beautiful, nice weather. Unfortunately, that was not the case across parts of Tennessee, Mississippi, Georgia, and Alabama, as well as parts of Florida. Severe weather. In fact, a tornado ripped through the Nashville area, killing 6 people tragically. This system continues to race eastward today. Severe weather, heavy rains with it. But in its wake, what we're seeing is drier air moving in place here across the state of Texas, and colder air too. This is a look at the current temperatures across the nation. It's 20 degrees in Lubbock and 30 in San Angelo, 28 in Casper. We are briefly going to get down to freezing early tomorrow morning. A lot to talk about, but it's a beautiful day. Today is going to be a gorgeous day. On the cool side, yes, temperatures are mainly going to be in the 50s all day, but still plenty of sunshine and very low humidity. Chapstick weather, static shock weather, because it's so dry outside. Keep that in mind. Winds are from the north right now at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, so it feels like it's in the 30s in many locations. And it is in the 30s in the Hill Country, where it's 35 in Kerrville. Good morning, Rock Springs. It's 34, 40 in Hondo, 40 in Pleasanton, 43 in New Braunfels. Your KSAT 12-hour forecast, nothing but sunshine today. By noon, it'll be 55 degrees and sunny. In the afternoon, 60 for the high. So again, spending most of our day in the 50s today, 60 right around 3, 4 o'clock. And then later on tonight, temperatures are going to plummet. But as for highs in your neighborhood, It's going to be a little cooler than average. The average high is 66. It'll be 59 in Kerrville, 55 in Rock Springs, 62 in Del Rio and in Eagle Pass, 60 in Gonzales, 62 in Pleasanton, 59 in Canyon Lake. But with calm winds, clear skies, and low humidity, that is a perfect recipe for quickly plunging temperatures. And by tomorrow morning, we're likely going to see our light freeze for many neighborhoods for the first time this year, this season, between about 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. early tomorrow morning. Very light freeze, just 1 or 2 hours at or just below freezing. 32 in Uvalde, 32 in Hondo, below freezing in Rock Springs and in Kerrville, 32 in Pleasanton and in New Braunfels. Around the San Antonio metro area, Hill Country close to 30 degrees. Close to freezing right around San Antonio and all those neighborhoods. It may not technically reach freezing in every single neighborhood in San Antonio, but it's going to be close enough to it that you are going to want to take some light freeze precautions. What should you bring inside? Your pets, definitely. And your potted plants, make sure to bring those in. Now, if you have a particularly sensitive citrus plant or tropical plant, you may consider covering it. It may not be necessary, but it would be better safe than sorry. And then finally, what I don't want you to worry about, you don't need to worry about your rose bushes. You don't need to worry about your winter veggies, and you certainly don't need to worry about your pipes. Your pipes will be okay. This is not a hard freeze. You won't have to worry about those plumbing issues from frozen pipes or anything like that. Then our attention turns to a chance for rain Wednesday through Friday. Things are shaping up early in the forecast that it looks like we could get some good rain Wednesday through Friday. I'll have an update to that forecast coming up in the next half hour. Just wanted to get you prepared for that light freeze early tomorrow morning. And guess what, guys? We got the pollen count in. Winds from the north yesterday really brought in some of that mountain cedar. So I'll have a look at the pollen count coming up in just a bit.
Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, later today I'm cutting some of my annuals, like my zinnias. You know, they're very delicate. Put them inside in vases and stuff.
And they'll come back next year.
We're harvesting my tomatoes, and then all my perennials, you know, if they die off, it's okay.
That time anyway.
Yeah, right. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Time now, 8:20, 43 degrees.
A local principal is getting his school into the holiday spirit. Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. Take a look at his new uniform after the break.
But first, we're going to take a look at these lotto numbers. Your pick 3, 183, Fireball 6. Daily 4, 8505, Fireball 8.
Cash 5, 4, 14, 15, 18, 23. Texas Lotto 13, 19, 33, 35, 37, 52. Someone won the big 300 million and Mega Balls on Friday. And Powerball was, 400 million.
477.
Almost 500 million.
Oh my
Those
goodness.
numbers 5, 25, 26, 40, 60, Powerball 1, Power Play 2. A principal in Karnes City, which is between Floresville and Goliad, decided to ditch the suit and surprise his students Thursday morning looking like Elf on the Shelf. He almost looks like a cutout there.
Fantastic. All right, so Kevin Hans used to work for SAISD, now at Karnes City Primary. He says, watching students grow and learn to read is one of the best parts of my job.
Happy holidays to all of our surrounding areas and all the families that partake in Elf on the Shelf.
It is fantastic, and good for him getting everyone in the holiday spirit. I know we have our menorah up here. We have the Christmas tree up.
The Fiesta-themed Christmas tree.
Yeah.
It's always
fantastic.
Fiesta in San Antonio.
But it really is cool because even on the Riverwalk, the lights are up. Everyone's festive. Even Sarah Spivey has the Christmas tree in the Weather Center.
Gotta get in the spirit.
That's true. Are your Christmas decorations good to go?
Yes. Well, they were knocked around, like Sarah said. They would have been the wind this morning. I'll let my husband fix them when I get home.
Poor Dave.
I know.
All right, time now, 8:25, 43 degrees.
We'll be right back.
Good morning, happy Sunday. I'm Max Massey.
I'm Sarah Costa. It's Sunday, December 10th.
All right, so one thing we talk about, also credit to our directors who try to keep us from putting our coffee mugs or cups on the table, but
we always have them.
If you're like us, if you're waking up with us as early as we do, you're probably having a lot of water, a lot of coffee. So what we talk about is Hot coffee or cold coffee?
Extra hot coffee.
Extra hot coffee.
So I do a latte. I do 3 shots of espresso.
We're going to lose viewers. They're going to be like, she is way too extra to keep watching.
I steam the milk, but I make it extra hot in a Yeti so it stays really hot all morning because it's cold outside, Sarah. It's 43 degrees.
Yeah, this is mine. It kind of looks like a speaker.
It does look like a speaker.
Alexa. Oh, I just set up a lot of Alexa.
Now everybody's are going to go off there. But yeah, it is a chilly morning out there. Take a look at temperatures this morning. Starting off at 43 degrees in San Antonio, but it's 37 in the Hill Country in Kerrville. Good morning in Carrizo Springs, where it's 45, 43 in Pleasanton, and 43 in Gonzales. So we do have a wind from the north at about 5 to 15 miles per hour. Winds have started to calm, and we expect winds to calm throughout the day. However, because we had a stout wind yesterday from the north, guess what's in the north? The Hill Country, it is mountain cedar. Mountain cedar has gone up today. Mountain cedar is moderate in today's pollen count, and molds are low. So you may be feeling that mountain cedar if you're particularly sensitive to it. In the forecast, here's what we're going to talk about. Today, it's going to be sunny and cool. We're going to barely get out of the 50s today, but at least we're going to have total sunshine. Now, tomorrow morning, a light brief freeze is expected not only in San Antonio, but for most of south central Texas. I'll show you the neighborhoods expecting that light freeze early tomorrow morning. And then finally, I want to take a second to talk about our good rain chances on Wednesday through Friday. That forecast coming a little bit clearer, and so I want to show you the rain chances coming up in just a bit. Max and Sarah.
Sarah, thank you. The latest in San Antonio, Bexar County sheriffs are investigating a homicide after a body was found in northwest Bexar County yesterday. So just take a look at this map. Deputies were called to the 10,000 block of Escondido Road around 10:30 yesterday morning. Police say a resident was driving down the road and saw a shoe. They stopped to look and saw the body just off the roadway. Deputies say it was a man in his 20s or 30s. They could tell that he had been dragged to that location and probably killed somewhere else. Sheriff Javier Salazar hopes the man's tattoo will help them identify the body.
My hope is that we can at some point get a picture of that tattoo and then publicize it to see if anybody recognizes it.
If you know anything about this crime, call the Bexar County Sheriff's Office.
Well, a woman has been charged after police say, and this is a layered story, so stay with us, the woman allegedly assaulted her Uber driver, and that same woman walked right into traffic. So this all happened late Friday night near Wurzbach Parkway and Phil Harburger Park. The woman was under the influence, allegedly, started arguing with her Uber driver. Then we're told she assaulted him. That's when the driver pulled over, told the woman to get out. Now that rider broke the windshield and the door handle. Then we're told she walked right into traffic, and that's when she was hit by a vehicle. She was taken to the hospital. And as she's dealing with all of the situations and the medical conditions, she is also facing charges of assault and criminal mischief.
Well, one family in Lacoste is picking up the pieces of their coffee shop this morning. Yesterday marked 1 year since opening the doors of Shotzi's, but just days before, a car crashed into their building. So just take a look at some of that damage. On Wednesday night, a car crashed into the side of their building. Medina County Emergency Service Department said the driver is alive. Even with severe damage, the Lane family says they're finding strength to move forward.
I will do anything and everything we can to get us up and running again, short of them saying it's just not possible.
Yesterday, Shotzi still had its 1 year celebration, and several vendors were there to support them.
In your morning headlines, terrible situation happening in Tennessee. We saw with the tornado, and we're also tracking a powerful storm system making its way across the country. At least 56 million Americans now on alert for severe flooding from the mid-Atlantic all the way to the northeast.
Meanwhile, in Tennessee, multiple tornadoes touching down, killing at least 6 people and causing damage to homes and other structures.
ABC's Derek Dennis explains.
That's a tornado and it's coming towards us. You see it?
Yeah. Saturday, a powerful tornado touching down in different parts of Tennessee. At least 6 people now confirmed dead. 3 people dead and 23 were injured in Montgomery County, according to the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. 3 people also died in Nashville. Nashville's emergency operations confirmed. The massive twister spawned by a powerful storm, packing strong winds, heavy rain, and lightning. A fallen tree reducing half this house to rubble. The ceiling of this home collapsing, spilling insulation everywhere. Down the road, power lines snapped. Across town, first responders reportedly racing to rescue a family trapped in their home.
Look at that thing.
The long-track tornado is part of the same system set to hit the Northeast. That system has millions of Americans on flood watch across 12 states, and it's expected to bring as much as 4 inches of rain to the East Coast on Sunday and Monday. Derek Dennis, ABC News, New York.
Well, University of Pennsylvania's president, Liz Magill, well, now resigning after all that criticism regarding her testimony on Capitol Hill in regards to the anti-Semitism on Penn's campus. Now, Magill and presidents of Harvard and MIT all accused of failing to condemn anti-Semitism on their campuses. This morning, we're learning more about Magill's exchange with the lawmaker that, well, ended in her resignation.
I am asking, specifically calling for the genocide of Jews. Does that constitute bullying or harassment?
If it is directed and severe or pervasive, it is harassment.
So the answer is yes.
It is a context-dependent decision.
So the presidents of Penn, Harvard, and MIT were all under the congressional testimony. Magill has stated, "It has been my privilege to serve as president of this remarkable institution. It's been an honor to work with our faculty, students, alumni, and community members to advance Penn's vital missions."
Well, InfoWars' Alex Jones back on Twitter, known as X, this morning after Elon Musk ran a poll on his account asking his followers if he should be reinstated. Alex Jones had been banned from Twitter X since 2018 after the company decided to deplatform people they deemed conspiracy theorists after Jones broke rules regarding harassment. Musk's poll was overwhelmingly voting yes, with nearly 2 million people wanting Jones back on Twitter. Musk replied to the poll saying, "The people have spoken, and so it shall be."
Well, the Bureau of Labor Statistics saying the U.S. economy, well, it added about 200,000 new jobs. New data showing 200,000 jobs added just last month. That's about 20,000 more than economists were expecting. And the unemployment rate, it is falling 3.9% to 3.7%. Here's the good part. It's also a way that we're gauging the quote-unquote soft landing. So there is a world where interest rates can pause, maybe even get cut next year, like we were talking about with J.R. Trevino from the Hispanic Chamber. Small businesses still hurting from not only inflation, but also interest rates. So this could be a solid, soft path forward.
Okay, back here at home, Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar officially has filed for re-election. He made that official announcement yesterday at the Bexar County Democratic Party headquarters on Fredericksburg Road. Salazar was first elected in November of 2016, re-elected in 2020. The sheriff's race will be included on the ballot for the 2024 November election, and his current term will end on December 31st, 2024.
And speaking of elected officials, City Councilman Jalen McKee Rodriguez of District 2 lightening the mood at Thursday's City Council meeting with a happy birthday message to Nicki Minaj. McKee Rodriguez was allowed a moment for a personal statement between discussions of the increase in the CPS energy rates, which he chose to partially spend wishing the Queen of Rap a happy birthday.
She is an advocate for higher education, a philanthropist, a mogul, a poet, and a mother. She actually has many, many children, sons particularly. She once said, "Spur of the moment, I ball like Ginobili and you can get D'd up on." Celebrating our beloved San Antonio Spurs while inviting the opposition to collect their L's in peace. Happy birthday to the Queen of Rap, Nicki Minaj. I can't wait to get a copy of her new album, Pink Friday 2.
He should be your hype man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did listen to some of the album. It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, McKee Rodriguez went mega viral on Twitter instantly. This video on his Twitter profile has been reposted by giant accounts like Pop Crave and acknowledged by YouTube and MTV.
Look at that. All right, time now, 8:39, 44 degrees.
Take a look at the lotto numbers. Pick 3, 183, Fireball 6, Daily 4, 8505, Fireball 8.
And your cash 5, 4, 14, 15, 18, 23. Lotto Texas, 13, 19, 33, 35, 37, 52. Did you play the Powerball?
I know. No, I should have.
Okay.
Because it's at
477.
Right.
We just checked. No one won the Powerball last night.
I still have a chance.
No one even won the $5 million. One person from New York won $2 million. So that could be you in Texas.
Honestly, not a lot for New York. Anyways, 5, 25, 26, 40, 60, Powerball 1. I would still take it.
Yeah.
Power play 2. We'll be right back. Oh, wait, no. First,
no, we're going to live cam. So let's do the back of the napkin math. $2 million in New York. That's like $4.5 million here in Texas.
Yeah, but taxes in New York?
Yeah.
How much of that do you get to keep?
You get like $4 at the end of it. We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments.
Good morning. Coming up on This Week, with just 5 weeks until voting in the presidential election kicks off, we're on the ground in battleground Pennsylvania, talking with Republican voters. As the Israel-Hamas war passes the 2-month mark, I'll speak with Secretary of State Antony Blinken about the latest developments, including pressure on Israel to do more to protect civilian lives. Mary Bruce will take a closer look at the growing frustration among Muslim and Arab Americans over President Biden's handling of the war and what it could mean for the 2024 election. And John Carl sat down with former Congresswoman Liz Cheney for a conversation about the threat she believes President Trump poses. All that plus the Powerhouse Roundtable coming up on This Week.
All right, if you spent your whole life traveling to every house in the world, well, you're going to know every language. And kids saw that firsthand in Missouri this weekend when deaf children got to tell Santa exactly what they wanted for Christmas. And Christmas got even a little bit more magical for all the visitors.
To an idol like Santa Claus, who is so precious and so special and is all-knowing, to have direct access on a day like this is amazing.
Yeah, I'm chatting with Santa. It's touching. It's hard to not get emotional, like she said, because it is special.
So during the special visit, about 100 kids able to get a one-on-one with Santa.
And San Antonio's Aid the Silent is having their free Christmas party this Wednesday. From 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. visitors get a chance to decorate, sing, craft, and stock up for the Aid the Silent's toy drive. This will be at their building on 8126 Broadway. Everyone's welcome. I know Sarah Spivey, that's your organization.
Aid the Silent is a wonderful organization. It provides hearing aids for kids who are deaf and hard of hearing and teenagers who can't afford hearing aids. Hearing aids are expensive. I should know. I have a hearing aid, but when you're a kid and you're learning, you know, you should be able to communicate as much as possible.
You don't want to feel left out. And that Santa signing, oh my gosh.
It made me cry almost. All right. Well, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the weather. It is chilly outside right now. It's 43 degrees in San Antonio, 41 in Bernie, 38 in Kerrville, 34 in Los Maples, 43 in New Braunfels, and 43 in Seguin. Now, we are quickly going to warm today because we're going to have sunny skies, but it's going to be a cool day. I mean, we're only going to be in the 50s all day long. By noon, 55. In the afternoon, we're looking at a high right around 60 degrees. Notice too that winds calm down this afternoon and evening, so we're going to have clear skies and quickly dropping temperatures. Look how cold it's going to be. Just at 9 o'clock, it's going to be 45. For comparison, we're at 44 right now. So we are going to quickly get cool tonight with clear skies and calm winds. So overnight temperatures will fall rapidly into the 30s, and by sunrise tomorrow, 32 degrees likely for the morning low. That is freezing. Now, we're not going to be freezing for a long time, only for like 1 or 2 hours at the most, from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. And we will probably only see temperatures dip to 32 or slightly below. In the hill country, it should be 30 degrees in Kerrville, 30 in Rock Springs, 32 in Pleasanton, 31 in Gonzales, 32 in New Braunfels, and 32 in Hondo. Around the San Antonio area, again, just about everybody at freezing. Even though technically it may not reach freezing in your neighborhood, your morning low may be 33 or 34. There's going to be enough neighborhoods that reach freezing that you may want to take some of those light freeze precautions. You don't need to worry about your pipes, even up in the hill country. Don't worry about your pipes. The thing that you could consider is bringing in your pets, making sure they're warm, and making sure you bring in any sensitive vegetation like potted plants. It'll be a chilly start to the day tomorrow. So again, light freeze prep. Bring in those potted plants and perhaps cover some of the sensitive citrus. If you have sensitive citrus plants or tropical plants that you know just anytime it gets below freezing they react, you might want to cover them. But again, do not worry about your rose bushes or your winter veggies or even your pipes. They're going to be just fine from this very light freeze. All right, then we have a chance for some rain Wednesday through Friday, and this could potentially be some good soaking rainfall for us. Here I'm showing the upper levels of the atmosphere. This is that low pressure system that brought us the nice weather yesterday. There was only a little bit of moisture with it, which is why we saw just some light mist and drizzle early yesterday. But this system that's going to be heading our way does have a lot of energy and will have a lot of moisture with it. That translates to rain. Again, Wednesday through Friday. And how much rain could we see? Well, it's a little too early to get into specifics. However, it does look like we have the potential, at least, for some heavy rain Wednesday through Friday. We will keep you posted. We still have some time to refine the forecast for you as far as timing and rainfall amounts go. But with rain in the forecast, our temperatures this week are going to be on the cool side. We really are only going to be getting into the 50s and 60s for the high this week. Again, a chilly and cold start tomorrow morning, so prep for that light freeze. Otherwise, it'll be nice today, nice tomorrow, clouds move in Tuesday, and then rain moves in Wednesday through Friday.
I'm not too worried about this freeze. I usually get pretty worried for plants and stuff, but
it's going to be a light freeze again. It's not one of those freezes that kills off everything.
Right, and I'm sure like in downtown, it's different from, you know, if you live in Helotes.
Good point. Yeah. Up in the hill country, again, temperatures likely closer to 30.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Time now just about 8:50, 44 degrees.
It doesn't matter your background, what you look like, who you love, your political beliefs. It's very accepting and inclusive of all.
Tomorrow on GMSA, a local San Antonio woman and military wife is paving the way to success in the pageant world. We'll meet her tomorrow morning.
That's Bon Jovi performing their new song, Christmas Isn't Christmas. The band recorded the holiday original in Nashville, Tennessee. It's available now to stream or download from most digital music services.
Christmas.
Goo Goo Dolls have a new Christmas release. It's Christmas All Over Again is a deluxe version of their 2020 Christmas album, featuring the new song, Who's Gonna Hear Their Wish?
Make sure our children believe in the glory of Christmas morning.
Alter Bridge and Creed co-founder Mark Tremonti has a new solo album out now. The singer-songwriter has unwrapped Christmas classics new and old, which includes familiar favorites and his original composition, Christmas Morning. Writing my wish list to Santa in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Before we go, we wanted to remind you about this massive closure that's been happening all weekend on Loop 1604 and I-10 on the city's northwest side. So happening now until about 5 a.m. tomorrow. If you have plans today, map out your commute ahead of time, especially if you're going shopping at La Cantera. This is also by the UTSA area. Just head over to website KSAT.com for this route.
And if you were woken up by the Amber Alert this morning for the 2 children and the suspect on your screen, we have a big update from police. The Amber Alert that we've been talking about through the morning, that has been discontinued. We're going to have much more on the story through the day, on air, and of course on KSAT.com.
All right, in the pollen count, Mountain cedar has gone up from yesterday. That's because we've had those winds from the north bringing in the cedar pollen from those trees up in the hill country. Molds are low. Now we are going to have a beautiful day with a high of 60. A light freeze early tomorrow morning at 32, 64 tomorrow though during the day. In the week ahead, rain looks fairly likely Wednesday through Friday, and temperatures will be on the cool side, only staying in the 50s and 60s all week long.
Speaking of rain, Sarah, for this light freeze, if you don't feel like covering things, just give your plants, the soil, a nice deep watering this today.
That's right. That water will act as an insulation there. It won't freeze because the ground is too warm.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Also, for those who haven't seen it yet, Sarah did a great explanation on the possibility of a white Christmas. You can see it on her social pages and KSAT.com. Have a great Sunday.
Y'all have a great Sunday.